Good morning to everybody, and good morning to everyone. Good morning to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. I will be live later on YouTube to give the details of what is happening in the borders as violence has increased, and also violence in Tijuana has increased enormously. It has increased enormously since last night, and it's been increasing on the whole week, but last night was horrible over here in our city. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. I just did a recording for the people of the Spanish public that it's going to be uploaded in YouTube, and I will be live at YouTube for the English public later on today to give the details on what is happening. Acabo de hacer un video grabado para toda la gente del público en español. Lo voy a subir a YouTube para que lo vean, por favor. How's everybody doing? It's good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. For me, for our country, not so happy. It's what is happening in our country. It is unbelievable. Freaking believable what is happening in our country in terms of insecurity, in terms of violence, in terms of assassinations, in terms of rapes, in terms of child trafficking, in terms of trafficking of organs, in terms of everything. It is horrible what is happening in our country. Yesterday, 21 people assassinated in Coahuila as the violence increases with cartel activity in our country. A lot of people are saying the cartel is the one that is running your country now. No, it's not. People, start getting that out of your head. Those people operate with the permission of the government. Those people operate with the permission of the government. And this right here has been a mistake of our president to let the organized crime take advantage and take the matters into their own hands, and the security relies now on, I don't want, where do I found on YouTube? Go to Oscar Blue, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Thank you so much. Now the security of the Mexicans relies on, I don't want to get hurt. It doesn't rely on the federal government. It relies on, we really need to watch out. That's our security. Last night, 6 people got assassinated in the city of Tijuana. One of them was really young. He was 17 years old. 6 gunshots on his chest. Got assassinated. 6 people. And the violence and the assassinations on women, it's increasing in an enormous number. It's really becoming a problem over here. And you get more credibility to all this feminist movement that is happening over here. There's feminist rallies that are becoming radical, and I don't justify their attitude. Really, I don't. But I understand a little bit what they're protesting for. It's abuse, it's acoso. I will figure it out how to say that in English. I forgot how to say it. People that know Spanish and English, you can translate acoso. And all these things that the feminist movement are doing over here. They had a rally yesterday at a college where they have already 2 rallies at a college, at the most biggest college over here, the biggest campus in Baja California. And those 2 rallies were led by feminist activists. They are, accusing teachers of abuse. And all this, it has become for them credible because of the assassinations that they have been committing to women. This last assassination of a female occurred in a part that is called Colonia Obrera. This young lady, man, it breaks my heart. This young lady got up one day with her brother, and they got up together to go look for a job. Together they got up, one day they said, we need to go look for a job. So she left her brother at a particular, mall, and she went to towards the other way. She got she got kidnapped, and she was found at a parking lot. The convenience store called the police because the car was smelling really bad. So it was 7 days that they were looking for her. And the brother was the one that recognized the car. After the brother got there, he was completely afraid to open the trunk. He got courage to open the trunk. He opened the trunk, and there she was, her sister. She got, she's injured. She had signals of rape and all of this stuff. It is amazing what is happening in violence and delinquents, but also in terms of females over here. The killings and assassinations of females over here in Tijuana and in every border is becoming something that is really normal. It has become something that is really normal for our citizens. 6 assassinations last night happened. It was a really bloody night. I remember back in 2007 and 2008, one of the most bloodiest nights was, I believe that it was 21 people died. 21 people got assassinated. It was a war of cartels over here, and it was a big war, and it was difficult to stop it. So that happened. 21 people. Now it's been a while since they went on this killing spree, and 6 people got assassinated last night. 6. It is amazing what our president is doing. A lot of people, U.S. citizens are saying, well, President Trump is about to classify the cartels as group as terrorists. Now he's going to give them the leverage to get into the country. That is not the solution. Bullying, harassment. Yes, thank you. So all these women have been suffering of bullying and harassment. Harassment, yes, that's the word. That is not the solution. We don't need another government over here in our country. We need our government to take care of the situations. We need our government to start protecting the citizens of Mexico. And that the citizens of Mexico need to pressure our government to start doing that. It's not the responsibility of the United States to come over here to our land. The government, the soldiers of the United States has a lot of problems. Has a lot of things to protect, and has a lot of things to do with their military that go into Mexico. What they need to do is pressure them by closing the border, every once in a while. That way, Mexico is going to learn that the violence has increased in the borders, and they need to realize that they need to fix the problem regarding security factors. That's what it needs to happen. Close the border every once in a while, and believe me, they will learn, and they will understand, and they will realize that yes, there is a problem in Mexico. Our government, our corrupt government, is going to learn as they learned when they were putting the 5% tariff. Immediately when they put the 5% tariff, these people started working on bringing national security when it comes to the immigration situation. They start moving with the National Guard. Now, what they need to do is eventually close the border every once in a while. So if they close the border every once in a while, these people will understand. These people will understand. Just there's a comment. Mina Harrington says, just because it was designated as a cartel doesn't mean that, you know, they're going to go into the United States. Yeah, I know that. I know that just because they're going to be designated as terrorists doesn't mean that it's going to go in. Yeah, but a lot of people are implying, and a lot of you know, Americans, U.S. citizens are thinking that you know, now the U.S. is going to go in. No, it doesn't work like that. There's international treaties, there's agreements, there's laws, there's federal laws that, you know, they need to comply with the urgency of help with another country. So this is the situation, people, regarding our country, our security of Mexico. It is bad. It is really bad right now. For the people that they don't live here and they live in the States, I advise you to call, you know, your family members and tell them if they live in Michoacan, if they live in Guerrero, you know, call them and, you know, ask them, hey, you know, is there any, how's everything doing? You know, it's call them to see if they're okay, because it's getting to a point that, you know, it is really insecure in our country. Regarding women, my God, I never felt in the city of Tijuana, it never has happened in the city of Tijuana that women are now afraid to go to work. Women are now afraid to go to work. It has never happened in Tijuana. That mentality now, the majority of the women on this last rally, that it was feminist rally, and a lot of, you know, conferences they've been doing about the violence that it has increased on women. It has never happened that now women, they are afraid to go to work. It is the insecurity factor has increased. Our president, he wants to resolve things by hugs, no bullets, only hugs. And it is just, you know, it is just amazing. Let me just, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and the America's Voice. And America's Voice. Are you sure the cartel is not part of the government? Who told you that it's not? Miss Carmela Bay. How you doing? Good morning. Who told you that it's not? They're always working together. That's the first thing that I said when, you know, welcome. That's the first thing that I said when I started the live feed. They have arrangements. It is an arrangement. It is an arrangement between them and the government. It's always worked like that. It has always worked like that. Has always worked like that. Let me read a few comments before I step out of here. Step out to this place. Cartel has infiltrated many U.S. cities. Oh yes, yes. That's why you got the conspiracies, the conspiracy sentences in federal prison has increased a lot. What is a conspiracy sentence? More than 3 people acting in a federal crime. Just, you know, distributing drugs. So the conspiracy level of sentences has increased a lot. Questions? I'm watching my back right here. I'm sure some of our elite are involved with these animals. Well, it's it's not only that, it's a lot of people. The cartel has infiltrated U.S. cities. Yes. Totally agree with you. U.S. does not need to get involved in Mexico. Mexico is strong, fully capable of fixing your problems. AMLO needs to do his job. Thank you so much. The 13 gang are the 13 gang tags all over the neighborhood, Marin County and California. Yeah, they're huge in some parts of California. I never get your notifications. I don't go live that much at Facebook. Is because of this. Facebook is messing with my live feeds a lot, and so what I'm doing is recording, and I will upload to YouTube. I will record right now one for the American public, for the English public, and I will upload it to YouTube later on. You need to go listen to David Hodges' show, the Common Sense, the channel YouTube. I have listened to that. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning, Lori Looney. Good morning to you. Questions, everybody, before I go. Mexico is going to have a civil war that will bleed over into the U.S. Hopefully not. Questions, everybody? You look tired, Blue. Yes, I've been reading a lot of things, and I have a lot of work late at night and a lot of work in the morning. No questions. You're doing great. Thank you so much, Monique Renee. My father talked to family in Michoacan. Yes, Michoacan is really horrible right now. This must be emotionally exhausting for you. It is exhausting for every citizen over here. No, brother, it is coming. I wish that you're wrong. I think it's called the RICO Act in the U.S. Yes, it's called RICO Act. Carlos de Leon. Yes, it's called RICO Act. Well, RICO Act is another one that is involved every crime that you committed in the U.S. Every crime that you can imagine. So if they charge you with RICO Act, it's every crime. So practically you're going for more than 30 years in prison or more than a life sentence with a RICO Act. That's, approximately. But a conspiracy, conspiración, is where more than 3 people are involved in something that they're conspiring to do. Regard, distribution of drugs or guns or all that stuff. So that and the level of sentences in the United States has gone up a lot. So, Oscar, you are a hardworking hero. Thank you for caring so much. Thank you so much. Drug money props up our economy. If it goes away, our economy collapses. It has to do, it's a business. It's a business. It's a business, really. It's a multi-billion business. It's a multi-billion business. And you're right about not the collapsing, but you're right that it's a multi-billion business. It is incredible. Well, everybody, was nice talking to you guys. We're going to step out and do our day. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Try to do as best as you can. Stay safe. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he is running for Congress in District 16 of El Paso. And we will try to keep on working over here. Later on this afternoon, we are going to do an interview, probably with a guy from Chile, that he is going to explain to us what is going on and what is happening in Chile regarding the activists from Hugo Chavez, that they are the late Hugo Chavez, leader of Venezuela. The late Hugo Chavez, Chavistas are entering Chile with violence, and he has a lot of information regarding that. So we need to know what's going on with this socialist agenda, because the United States and the Democrats want this, the United States Democrats want the socialist agenda to happen in the United States. So we need to know what is going on. So Mexico needs to know what's going on in Chile and all that stuff. It's going to be I don't know which it's going to be on YouTube. Yes. What state? 20 that's Coahuila. Okay, have a beautiful day, everybody. It was beautiful talking to you guys. Stay safe. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. Stay safe, and always remember, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.